What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. So today is the day that the new Friday Night Funkin' Pit Stop update drops. Or maybe yesterday was the day. I don't know if I'm gonna get this out in time, but hopefully I will. Before the update though, I want to take a closer look at the trailer, because we got some very interesting hints to what we could be seeing in future destinations. The one I want to focus on in this video in particular is the Dearest's dungeon, which is big enough to be its own destination. And while a lot of people are saying this could be like the stage for a new level, or just the name of a new level, I don't agree. Because we know that the next destination is Week 8. It's not the stage name of Week 8, it is Week 8. And I think that's incredibly important because it means that the Dearest dungeon is most likely a feature, or what I'm going to get onto in a second, a game mode. So let's talk about game modes for a second. Right now, in Friday Night Funkin', there's only two game modes. There's story mode and there's free play. Most people play the game through free play. You know, there's just not much to do in story mode once you've completed it. But what if we had an entirely different mode? A lot of people have suggested a mode where it randomly selects songs and it goes like one and it just plays the whole song, and then you do another one and another one until you die. And while that could be cool, I don't think that's what it is. I think that'd get repetitive too fast. So I'm going to talk about a similar idea, but not exactly. Now the first thing I thought when I saw Dearest Dungeon was, could this be a Friday Night Funkin' dungeon crawler? Which, if you aren't aware, a dungeon crawler is a game where you go across rooms fighting enemies, usually randomly generated, you collect gear, all of that. And while I considered it, I think there's better ways to describe what I think this will be than a dungeon crawler. Because it has the general idea, but a dungeon crawler does imply actually crawling through a dungeon, which I doubt you're really doing. I think it is going to be songs in a row, but let's get into the next thing, which is it a roguelite? Now, a roguelite is a roguelike, which we'll get into in a second, but it doesn't have to feature everything in it, so it'll usually have some sort of progression. So I don't think this is it either, because I don't think there's going to be any kind of progression in this mode, no power-ups between rounds or anything. I could be wrong, it could be a roguelite, but I think what is far more likely to be would be a roguelike. Now, in a roguelike, you have to go through randomly generated levels, and if you die, you lose everything, and everything restarts. There's no save data between rounds, no anything, and that's what I think it's going to be. But then you could argue, wait, aren't you just talking about endless mode, which you already said you don't believe? And you may be a little bit right on that, but not exactly. I don't think it'll be existing songs. I think it'll be mini songs. Something like, 30-second little snippets, and they can have like tons of variations and all that. And obviously, as you go through, the difficulty will bump up more and more until it's just too much to handle. Like, there'll be like insane scroll speeds, tons of notes, all of that. Now, I do think that to save on resources and time, these mini songs might just be clips of existing songs. So, for example, maybe at the start you could just get, 30 seconds of the middle of Boppy Bo. Or later on, you could get 30 seconds of the end of Pico, just little clips of songs, and I think that would be pretty cool. But what I would really be excited about is new songs. New songs designed specifically for this. You can go kind of crazy, they don't have to have the most crazy composing or anything. They can just be super hard little chart challenges, and it'd be super fun to go up against them. I could also see them doing boss fights in this. So, maybe like a minute or 2 minute long song that is exclusive to this game mode. That would be pretty cool. And then the difficulty options. Do I think there will be difficulty options? No, I don't. I think that the difficulty will it'll start on like normal mode and it'll go up slowly and we'll get like up to nightmare mode, maybe. But yeah. So that is what I personally believe the Dearests dungeon will be. A Friday Night Funkin' roguelike with mini songs, which could possibly be clips or entirely new things. I don't think we'll get any extra options. I think it'll be a button on the main menu. When you click it, it brings you into the game mode and you get straight into the playing. No setting up or anything. And I think this could add a bunch of replayability and a bunch of modability to Friday Night Funkin', which I would be incredibly excited about. I wouldn't expect to see this for at least another year or two, because they teased a lot of destinations and maybe even more to talk about in future videos. You never know. There's like new difficulties and stuff, I think. I haven't looked into it. But this was the first one I wanted to talk about because I think the Dearests dungeon could be such a cool concept, and I think it could really improve the experience. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, check out my video later on the new update, or it might already be up if I had to delay this video. My bad if so. But anyway, bye guys!